We'll do something, I think, with these streams. What is up, everybody? This is Jay, aka MultimediaJay, and there's plenty of things I could be talking about, but we're not going to talk about them. We're going to get into some ESO after a little bit of recap here. I just want to say one thing before we fire up ESO and get to work on Moose Thunderbear's tank build tonight. If you are upset with all the Streamlabs crap that's going on, if you are upset now at Streamlabs for everything they do, you're a Johnny-come-lately. You should have been upset at Streamlabs a long time ago. You should have used programs like Slobs and been like, this is like 1990s shareware, always bothering you to buy the full version, or in this case, you know, sub to their subscription service without really giving you too compelling of a reason to do so, or just something like that. I mean, you compare Slobs with nagging you to always get some kind of premium service versus OBS just working, having folks supporting it, and having stream elements interlacing with it, or should I say interfacing with it. It should be a no-brainer. You know, it's just, why exactly did Streamlabs get so big that they were big enough to be considered an acquisition target by Logitech, and why did they stay that big? It just makes no sense whatsoever. But so for those of you not in the know, basically it was a total like copy-paste job. There was a new service that Streamlabs was coming out with that was similar to a competitor's service, and the websites were a little too similar as well, right down to the template and everything. Somebody was joking about, what, do you use the same Squarespace template or something? So yeah, it was a total disaster, obviously, for PR. And now, of course, you have the whole thing where a company issues an apology, and people are like, you're not sorry you did it, you're sorry you got caught. And it's really sad that it had to be this way. But, you know, you can check out OBS, the OBS folks' side of the story. It's pretty compelling. But I'll just say this. Anytime there's an uproar on the internet, there's always copycat behavior. So these people that are getting into the action now that Streamlabs is in some major, Streamlabs in some PR scandal, these are people just riding the wave. Anybody telling you to get mad at Streamlabs now is just trying to get clicks on YouTube. That's really what it boils down to. You should have been annoyed by Streamlabs a long time ago if you really believe that they were doing the wrong thing. Let's fire up some ESO. Try to take our mind off of this silliness. It is now brighter in game than it was when I started, so this might not look totally like the thumbnail. Moose Thunderbear. Got him to level 50. We got him to level 50 last night. So he's now max level, and he represents my first ever stamina max level character. So now we got to figure out that second build. This is eventually going to be his cabin when we get this together. Let's stick with stream beats for tonight. Keep things simple. Chiptune, hi-fi, synthwave, so the genres don't switch up way too much. All right. All right. Let's see here. What are we going to do with this? So we already have him set up. We already have him set up as a ranger. It's time for him to tank. He's a Nord. He's tough. He should be able to do it. Let the experiment begin. There we go. Get the darn sound mixer off the screen here. So this is eventually going to be his cabin. It's just made for showing relics from antiquities. But I want to change this into maybe put in a synthetic fireplace or something, because you can make that sort of thing. And kind of have this be like, a home from a really large cavern. Real large cabin. I really don't know how to make it look too much like a Nord cabin, though, so I'm probably going to have to go to Skyrim, check out some of the designs, some of the styles that are there. All right, let's head off to the castle. I think probably we ended last night on the issue of what do we do with this guy with his armor? We know that heavy armor isn't enough for him to get up to the resistance that he needs to be at. So what kind of gear should we make for him? And I decided what we should do for that is have him try on, get the spec to where we can try on Goodmane's gear. Because we already have the weapons. Get the spec to where he can try on Goodmane's gear. And even though that stuff is spec'd for Magicka, we'll get an idea of whether we want to go regular heavy armor or full heavy armor or something like that. That's really something we got to figure out with this guy. So the reason why we're wondering about all of this, we have inner fire available, but under Nord skills, Nords get an extra 26. That's been nerfed. I thought that used to be higher. So yeah, Nords get an extra 2,600 physical and spell resistance. So what does that equate to in terms of the climb to 33,000? We'll have to see here. I think it might mean fortified brass, but we don't need a full set of enchants on it. So let's set up the Survivalist build. We'll save Ranger one last time.
Back again?
Let's set up Survivalist up to the point where we start bothering with gear. So let's save Ranger one last time. Let's load Survivalist and start from scratch. This is going to unequip all his gear. Now, it's probably a good thing that he's wearing a costume, because that would have unequipped all of his... That would have unequipped all his armor, too, so... yeah. Start a bar fight, why don't you? Alright, let's set this guy up. So, Nord Warden... We're going to have some fun with this. I don't know whether I want to go a mixture of health and stamina or just plain health. We're going to do just health. Let's see what we can do here. Then we'll check out the... Well, it's mostly... Hold on a second. First, we'll put in a bunch of health. Now under Nord skills, we get some health. Nords get some extra health and some extra stamina. And physical and spell resistance. What does that associate? I mean, that's what, an extra piece of heavy armor in terms of its numbers here. So he already has all the buffs he's going to get from heavy armor. The only thing he's missing is the regen you get when you do a heavy attack and your healing received. He already has the full benefits of heavy armor otherwise. So let's also give him we know we're going to give him a faster mount, and he's primarily going to use stamina. He's primarily going to use stamina for everything, so I don't know if I should switch to a mixture of health and stamina or something like that. But he has a full set of stam gear anyways, so we're going to set everything up for stamina with him. We do have his weapons available, so let's set that up. Let's at least set that up for him. So he has a defending bow of Night Silence, which will be his secondary weapon. His primary weapon is going to be the axe, so to speak. It's a great sword, so he'll get some spell damage and stuff like that. We just have to set it to street clothes. Well, maybe not that type of street clothes. Took him down to his underwear for a second there before it reapplied the costume because he doesn't have any armor equipped. Ah, man. You know, back in Morrowind, there was a thing with naked Nords being, like, bamboozled by, like, sorceresses and stuff like that. Alright. Try not to think of that. So, what do we have in the chest? We have all of the fortified brass stuff that Goodmane uses. So, see what I'm torn on here is 16%. Should we take off the reinforced thing? So all right, let's get all this gear out and let's equip it all. And how about we make some placeholder? Let's make some, let's see. We can't make any, we're not skilled enough to make placeholder armor. So, let's see, what do we want for secondaries? Okay, so we have this. Well, let's set everything up in here too. So under warfare, he's gonna come in and can't take that yet. We're gonna have him he's gonna focus exclusively on stamina. So we'll take plus stamina, plus weapon and spell damage, which this specific star applies to everything. Then in here, come in at the stamina side, which is here. And then in here, because this is his tank build, sacrifice some points to get the 10% damage reduction. Alright, now let's see. Over here on the crit side. Alright, so for offensive abilities, we want to get the plus weapon and spell damage to martial attacks. Because most of what he's doing is based on stamina. Set precision. Now what are we going to do for the other two? Area of effect. Damage over time. Single target. See, that's the thing. You can... With this setup, you can equip you can get resistances to other stuff. You don't necessarily have to take any offensive stuff at all, or anything that boosts your abilities like this. But weapon and spell damage, I think, will be good for aggro and things along those lines. So, critical damage and healing done. We do want him to be able to heal himself, though. That's the wild card with a lot of my characters, is that they're able to do some healing as well. So let's also, for contributing to damage while you're doing the fights, put those in as well. We're not totally going tank just yet until we get some more points. Gold gained, plus that. Actually, we should come in at the sneak part of the tree as well. Radius detected while sneaking, and then... No. There should not be any stealth bonuses whatsoever. Because when you're running around in heavy armor, you can't sneak. You take massive penalties. What is this song, anyways? There you go. Increase your crafting inspiration by 10%. This is where you want, to do his crafting dailies and stuff. We'll take points there. Then we'll start doing things like meticulous disassembly and all the other stuff. Plus quality of items in treasure chests for when my characters are roaming the world. Harvest time will be faster. Dump 75 points there. And then resource nodes. Take that. And we can put the rest into making money. No bonuses to stealth because he's going to be wearing heavy armor. Alright, so this here. Plus health. Take some of that. Plus armor, obviously. I gotta check Lauren's Zen Archer build and respec it to have this star as well. Grant's health. What am I doing? I'm trying to say like Ganon or something. Plus block. Plus damage you can block. Movement speed while bracing. Movement speed while sprinting. Another plus health. And let's give back stamina when he kills an enemy. Though it might be the DPS that gets the killing blow. Alright, for here, reduce the cost of roll dodge, which fights against the whole issue with armor. Break free is definitely something he needs to be able to do a lot. 20 points left. Let's see. Reduce the cost of sprint for when the DPS literally want to run through the dungeon. I have 18 points left for warfare. So he went out to that side and everything. There's no the thing is, there's no magical attacks. There's no magic attacks that he can do. He doesn't do anything magical, so it doesn't really... This side of it doesn't really matter. Light and heavy attacks. We could just take the rest of the offensive pen and chance to apply, but I don't see where there's really a chance to apply with anything, because he applies poison and everything. Well, let's try filling this tree out first. Let's try filling out this tree. Now, we're at 26,000 health already. The problem is we're light on stamina. We gotta equip gear to get most of it. The question is what gear to equip. Alright. So on this side of things, though, we know he's going to have his bear, obviously. Feral Guardian, he's going to tank with the bear anyways. Increase the damage, set to Wild Guardian. So that's going to be his bear. Right, so let's see. The problem is there's really nothing here. Because your damage, it's plus damage and stuff like that. What's this? Toughness plus healing. Increase the lesser resource pool. And healing received when you heal someone with a green balance ability. It's Winter's Embrace that really gives people a boost to their stuff. So that's really the issue here, is we're not doing anything with Winter's Embrace. That's not what this guy does. So I think what he has right now is probably a good example of what it's going to take to get up to a couple thousand. So without any gear at all, he's already at 77,000 resistance. All right, so let's equip some stuff. We'll do Kagranak's Hope first to see how close that gets us. This is all wrong. It increases Magicka. All right, so he's at 26,000 without it being tank gear. I think half the problem here... Brass. Half the problem here is this is reinforced. I don't know if he can do like plus divines with the fortified brass gear. All right, so now this is with fortified brass, and he's at 30 grand just from fortified brass. There you go. Fortified brass and a defensive weapon already puts him at 30 grand. So I think the issue here... Oh, so the thing is, we can get him some DPS rings. So he can equip DPS rings that have to use plus physical resistance. And it really depends on what we put in the hands and the waist. So yeah, Fort Brass. Let's hook him up with a set of Fort Brass with stamina on it instead of Magicka. See where it gets him, because he has like 15,000 Magicka right here. He's got 30,000 health as is. But yeah, so that'll crank his armor all the way up, so now he's got like 30,000. You know, it'd be really cool. Imagine if tanks were encouraged to tank by getting damage from the armor. Have some kind of armor to damage conversion. I think World of Warcraft tried that at one point. All right, let's unequip all his armor. Send Goodmane out. Give him his gear back as well. Let's send Goodmane out. Cag. Because this guy has no use whatsoever for Magic Plate. And I'll have Goodmane create a set of tank gear. Well, actually, why don't we have him... Let's try heavy armor without reinforcing it. And see if the Nord can do that. Alright, let's do Fort Brass. Put this in here. So that's how you know whose is whose here. That other stuff is from his other... We'll lock these two. These locked things are from his other sets. And he can decon that other clothing that he's carrying around. Alright. So let's make... It's right in-house. Let's make Moose a set of... Yeah. Fortified brass with stamina on it. Stopgap. Nah, why don't we just chill with hi-fi instead? All right. It's almost like we're in the same room. Let's get the gear back. All right. Good to be back in business with that. Set skills. Set him back to paladin.
The difference between a tap.
I ran the heat a little too much. Now it's a little too cozy in here. All right, so he's back to paladin now. So tempted, to make his... Since I know Nords have a bonus to their health and their stamina, I'm so tempted to just do a mix of health and stamina for the Nords. It's a flat bonus now. It's not like what it used to be. All right, so let's do 2 sets of heavy armor, because one of the things I want Moose to do is get all the benefits of heavy armor, that including the stuff that my other characters don't take. Whoa, 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 watch that camera. All right. So we'll go with a set of fortified brass, champion 160, which we have a couple thou of that around. Let's set it for divines instead of reinforced. What do we have for upgrade material? We have 71 upgrade material, so we can... Let's actually try and see if he can wear a DPS fortified brass plate. So it'll crank his stamina to the other thing. Then we'll put stamina enchants on all of it. Bring it all up to epic, and then pick a second set. So let's do Fort Brass. And what was the other one? We did Hunding's Rage to start with for the second stamina set. We'll go make a heavy armor version of that. All right, Fort Brass. Helmet. This is Divine's Fort Brass for Moose. Then this. Greaves. And Sabatons. And let's improve all of this up to epics. Worst comes to worst, we'll take some of the money in the bank. We'll go buy a crap ton of ore. Rubidite ore to refine it all to get more materials. That's usually a good way to do that. See what's cheap. I just want to see how tough he is, because non-Nords need that fortified stuff in order to be able to actually hit 33 grand. I want to see if he can do that with just this and his weapon. All right, make a set of enchants here. Rekuta, Denis, and let's do Repora. Give me a set of 5 of those.
Repora, Denis, Rekuta.
We also have jewelry as well, which will give him a bunch of extra stamina in the rings. But he's basically all about the stamina. All right, Fort Brass with Divines. Enchant. 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 I'm gonna put stamina on it because he's gonna... I think health is okay for tanks, unless you do high-end content where you have to boost your health really high. The thing is, though, Wardens actually have some skills and abilities that benefit from a high health pool, like being able to do more damage and stuff, but got another character in mind for those. So for Moose, though, he will tank and have a bunch of stamina at the same time. Now let's head out, go get some Hunding's Rage. I think it was Bankarai. I think that's where we're going in order to set that up. And we're spec'd for Paladin. It helps if you actually run out the right door. Alright, see what a nice day it is here in Panther Fang. It's clouding up. That's how you know it's an ESO stream and it's going to start raining. So we're going to head out. Let's make some of that other stuff. Hunding's Rage, which is a little bit... we could always just do something... Well, the problem is there's no heavy armor that I really have in mind for plus weapon and spell damage. Unless we get a set of Rattle Cage. We need a set of Rattle Cage jewelry in order to pull that off. Which, what exactly do we have? 6 button. There we go.
May I be of service?
I thought I had some Rattle Cage in here. Which pieces did I have? I had the cuirass and the gauntlets. Not exactly. Yeah, health. Some extra health, which is good for a tank, weapon and spell damage, and then major brutality and sorcery at all times for weapon and spell damage 20%. I mean, this is a cool set of heavy armor. It'd be cool if it could be like a number 2 set it up as a number 2 for a tank and have him get some damage out of the deal. Then just change everything over to stamina enchants. Let's see. Where's Miri? Let's bring Miri into the equation here. All right, let's go.
You call?
I think it's Bankarai, which has what we're looking for. Alright, what do we have here? Hunding's Rage. There we are. Send this guy around.
I was tired of walking anyway.
Alright, heavy armor this time. Hunding's Rage, heavy armor, which will have crit, stamina, and then a bunch of weapon and spell damage. What's that other stuff that... What is this? Sounds like something Otis McDonald would do. Hold on a second, though. There's no way to access the map, though, for that Fighters Guild stuff. Huh, right then. Alright, so Hunding's Rage, heavy. Gauntlets, put divines on it. Gauntlets and girdle. That used up like half the upgrade materials for that. So we're basically going to run out if this doesn't work. We're probably going to have to go buy a whole bunch of rubidite ore and refine it to get some more upgrade materials. Or do a mountain of crafting dailies. And that's really what I do when I'm not streaming, is I'll be working on crafting dailies and other stuff in game. So Hunding's Rage, robust. Let's see what we got here. I have another character that's got to be nothing but health. So, but we'll save that for another day. Warden, health builds. Give me this. Hunding's Rage Champion 160, 2 sets of stamina thingies. We only have the materials to take these ones up to greens. We're even running low on that. It's probably the Altaholics. Because Altaholic stuff is that you end up using all of your money on your characters. Alright, so that's that with that. We have the weapons already, so we can go back to the castle. And let's put some enchants on that. So 2 more of those other ones. And we'll see how close we get to 33,000. This will answer my question. None of the armor is locked, by the way, so we can just decon it all if it doesn't work. And hopefully gain back enough materials to get this right with some reinforced stuff. I just wanted to know, because Nord's always had... I've always watched this Nord bonus to resistance and wondered if I needed to even mess with any kind of emphasis on defense with heavy armor in order to just wear like a tank set or something. There actually are 2 tank sets that give you a ton of armor that you can use for that. But the second one that gives you like tons of armor will do so at the expense of making a lot of your abilities cost more resources. And there are some power sets that do that. They give you a penalty for using it, essentially. It's not something I'm interested in. To Rekuta, Denis, Rapora. So 2 pieces. Truly superb glyph of...
Deni.
Stop.
Rekota.
Shouldn't, I have supper when I get home, so... Change this to Tadiri. Glyph of increased physical harm.
Tadiri. Rekota.
What does a preview window even do with this stuff? Turn that on. Now let's get this done. Hunding's Rage. Alright, let's put everything in here. What? Oh, that's the stuff I'm sending over. Right. It's like, why is my Fort Brass still here? Hunding's Rage. Hunding's Rage. 5 pieces of Hunding's Rage. If this doesn't work out for the guy, he has to put it back in the chest so Goodmane can decon it. Because Goodmane's better at that. Lockhart too, technically, but... Alright, let's see here. What do we have? Oh, I'm looking in the wrong browser. That's why. Arms Master Elusus is the next closest character. Hey, Stamplar. Redguard. I don't know if the difference really adds up, though. I mean, you just go in either direction on either of them. The min-max guys, I think, might be going overboard a little. Let's see here. All right, let's set that up. Right. What are we down to for humidity in here? Oh, 48%. Still lower than summer. All right. Fort Brass. $30,483. We can't do it. So we have extra stamina as a result of that, but we need to reinforce the armor. So the Hunding's Rage gear, the Hunding's Rage jewelry can stay. This gets us to 30,000 health. So the question is 8.1, 8.1, 8.1. We have to swap out some pieces for reinforced. So I think this is where the bonus comes. So we have 3,000 resistance to go. We sure there's nothing else we can put anything in to set that up? Physical and spell resistance, appearance. Also, let's see, not housing, skills. So for heavy armor, physical and spell resistance for 343 for each piece of heavy armor equipped. So this only gets us to, we're 3,000 resistance short. So what contributes the most armor here? Obviously... Alright, we'll start swapping these out one at a time then and see what... Swap out with Goodmane's armor, because the only difference is the enchant. And let's see what it takes to get us to 33,000. So let's see what we have to swap out. So, Goodmane, Fortified Brass. Reinforced pieces, and then that'll determine which ones. We also got to remember we haven't upgraded any of this armor to legendary, so we might finish Ascension, so to speak, by doing that. But this guy, Goodmane, is actually able to... Let me see what the difference is in his spec in the blue tree, particularly, because that gives you more... Well, he does have the armor star. He has the armor star, and then we have another star for... The only other star there is the star for 1,500 if you have something equipped for it. It'd be good to be able to have DPS rings, though. DPS rings and amulets are pretty big in terms of the bonus they give you. Let me just go switch over to night. See what I'm missing here.
You ready to mix things up?
Night. Alright, that gets him to 33,000 physical resistance. I think one of the differences is that Balanced Warrior actually gives you 1,000 physical and spell resistance. So then there's 6% to everything here. It's just like Templars do have some cool stuff up their sleeves. So that's 1,000 right there. That's 1,000 resistance right there for Templars without having to equip anything else. Bretons have the extra spell resistance. Physical, though, is 33.5. A little too high. But let's see here. All right, let's switch back to Paladin.
I can think of 18 ways.
Switch back to Paladin, put the Fort Brass in the trunk, chest, whatever it is. Coffer. On the third word, I get it right. Put the Fort Brass in it. This is all reinforced. I want to see exactly what pieces do I have to swap out for reinforced and give up some Divine's bonus in order to be what I'm looking for here. Switch that out. Regardless, the next chapter in all of this involves going to dungeons and stuff along those lines. We have to all do daily dungeons. So let's set this up. I have half a mind to troll them, go in as the healer in a tank spec, and then if the tank is not really a tank, do the tanking as well. I don't see why you would show up with like 18,000 health and then expect to be taken seriously as a tank. Alright, let's do this. Alright. See what we have here. Swapping the Fort Brass. Goodmane's Fort Brass is reinforced. So we're starting at 30,000 as is. 31 grand. 31.5. Fort Brass Pauldron. Which one also has... Well, now we're into 32. So we can hit 33 by just making a set of reinforced Fort Brass. And if it's purple, it'll probably work. Alright, let's do that then. So we do need reinforced Fort Brass. Just the Fort Brass alone, though, gets him to 33,000 resistance and makes him a tank. So that means Hunding's Rage can be Divines. Hunding's Rage can be Divines, etc. Reinforced. That gets him to 22,000 stamina, but we haven't really equipped anything from magic. That's all magic gear anyways. Okay. Switching back to the save what we have right now. Nah, unequip all the armor. We're going to put everything in there. We're going to decon the other stuff. So that answers our question on the Nords. That resistance boost is somewhat okay.
Yes.
You can equip a few less pieces. You can equip a few less pieces of tank gear to get 33,000. Let's see. I'm also curious how much... All right, put all the Fort Brass in there. We're going to decon all of the purple stuff anyways and recreate it. And hopefully not run out of materials. Otherwise, we got to go on a shopping spree to get it all. All right, so all he needs then... All he needs is a full set of Fort Brass that's reinforced. And he's there. Ready to go out tank. See what kind of damage he can still do. And stuff along those lines. All right, let's set this up. See. Ouch! Oh, there's some grain solvent back. All right. So even if you're a Nord, you have to, you know, wear your tank gear. You just don't have to wear as much. Reinforced. All right, let's do this. Fort Brass. Well, there is another... Let me see what that other set was. It gives you a mountain of armor. What were the penalties with that? ESO craft... The chrome in here is just set. Like, yeah, man, you want your ESO crafted sets? Yeah, because there was a DLC armor that added a mountain of armor. Like, it 7,000... There it is. Ethereal Ascension is like 8,000 armor and a little bit of health as well. Increases the cost of block, sprint, dodge, and break free by 20%. It's from the Markarth DLC. So absolutely huge. You know, with everything's now 20% more expensive for block. Making block 20% more expensive is really weird for all that armor. I happen to think that armor that Markarth armor is probably for those annoying unkillable super tanks in PvP. Now, not necessarily for tanking a boss. All right, so let's make some of this here. Let's make sure it's reinforced this time. Head, shoulder, chest piece, brass, greaves, sabatons. Okay. Let's put some stamina buffs on it. Rekuta, Denis, Rapora.
Rapora, Denis, Rekuta.
It's weird though. How is the guy... What's the deal with the guy's health? What's the deal with the guy's health, though? I mean, hold on. Heavy armor. Physical and spell resistance for every piece of heavy armor, 343. Health recovery. Oh, okay. Plus magic and stamina when you get hit. Max health. Well, actually, that's probably the difference here, is because 10%, and, you know, you can only equip 2 more pieces, so the most you get is like 12% max health. So, you know, he has a health bonus being a Nord. I don't know how well this is going to work with him, though. Enchant. 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 So let's do some comparisons here, though. This guy has his gear back, right?
Back again?
Knight. Yeah, that's all here, otherwise it would turn red. So, a lot of people, oh yeah, Nords, they're the best. They're the best to tank with. Let my resources get to full here. So this guy, he's a Breton, and he uses a lot of magicka even when he's tanking, and he can get 35,000 of both resources as a Breton Templar. Now, I do have Ulfric von Moosehammer, though, who is complete total tank, who's going to be cranking his health really high. So, we have that available as well. We want to level him up. So, as a Breton, this guy gets 35,000 of health and magicka, his 2 main resources. What can Moose get? The Nords do have a bit of a bonus. And I think that's really the thing, is that a lot of these racial bonuses and other stuff, I mean, they're like set piece bonuses. They're not that exciting. Oh, wow. Bretons get 2,000 magicka. So does, a good tier set. The Shackle Breaker set gives you 2,000 magicka. I mean, I think a lot of these racial bonuses and other stuff meant a lot more back when they were percentages, like Bretons always having 10% additional magicka and stuff like that. But flat bonuses, well, the problem is Elder Scrolls is supposed to be about playing whatever the heck you want, even if your character like challenges the lore. So I mean, you should theoretically be able to play a Nord shaman and emphasize magic. You should be able to play a Nord shaman of sorts and emphasize magic and still be competitive, not be completely useless just because you're a Nord casting spells. And Bretons, of course, have the Order of Knights in their culture. I'm still short. Why am I short? The Templars get 1,000 resistance just for being Templars. So the heavy armor has to be... So what is... The Hunding's Rage needs to be reinforced too. Or maybe I go like one hand and shield, because a shield would add like 2,000 more armor by itself. But the thing is, a shield is like what, 2,000 armor? 3,000 for physical and spell resistance. It's like there was some kind of boost in the game somewhere. I got to figure out what that was. Well, let's decon it then. Let's go make some heavy Hunding's Rage. Whatever. Let's go make some heavy Hunding's... I'm also not using a tanking weapon. That's what my problem is. My weapon is for plus 1,000 stamina. The weapons that I use to tank with traditionally have defending, plus they're like Torug's Pact or something. So they add 1,500 armor. So technically, this guy only needs different weapons to tank with. So the question is, 1,000 stamina. His weapons right now are 1,000, give him 1,000 stamina, as opposed to finishing going to cap. So I don't know. I really don't. I mean, we're increasing the Mundus boon with Divines. Let's get him... We can't make any legendaries if we do that. So defending with a two-hander gives you like 3,000 armor. Torug's Pact would give you like an additional 1,500 armor, which is pretty much what this guy needs in order to hit cap. So it's either Mundus plus... I mean, we have so little Divines bonus anyway, so we might as well just remake that and just make it into epics. Set them to reinforced. So what? 10% more armor would get it to like 200. He has 32-2. I don't know if I'd even still hit 33,000 by reinforcing those. I think we need tank weapons. And then we're gonna have to we're gonna end up buying stuff now. We need a set of tanking weapons, so we actually need to decon his weapons. Yeah. Goodbye. I'll have to go do Torug's Pact or something. We actually have to decon his weapons. So now we're not gonna have a legendary bow as a tank. We gotta do more crafting dailies to get more stuff. Drink responsibly. Oh man, this sucks. Let's decon his weapons then. Because I think reinforce... Well, that'll probably put us over the cap, and then we can swap some of those over to plus Divines or plus Infused or something. Yeah, and just set them up that way. The problem with Divines is nothing exciting if it's only on one or two pieces. It needs to be... Well, I might have deconned all that for nothing, though. Well, why don't we make the weapons first and just have him, instead of deconning everything, let's make the weapons first. So it'll be the Torug's Pact Station in Glenumbra for plus armor. Or something like that. Let's go and make the weapons. We'll make them into epics, put some epic enchants on them, then have him use them. And see what we have to do in terms of shuffling more equipment around with that 33,000 damage cap. Yeah, I forgot about that. Here I was thinking, oh yeah, I've already made his tank weapons. It's, you know, it's a plus 1,000 stamina thing. Plus 1,000 stamina. And all of this, by the way, compared to this guy.
Was that the last of them? Oh, thank feck.
Well, you still can heal for 3 grand as a tank. All right, we're in Glenumbra. I don't think it was Glenumbra. I think it was Wayrest. The Torug's Pact, I think. No, that's Twilight's Embrace. That's magic. That's where the Torug's Pact for armor is over by the Temple of Azura. It's definitely lip balm season. I think I'm gonna throw out the old stuff and get some new Burt's Bees.
Off we go.
We're gonna end up killing goblins when we dismount. Alright, see how many goblins chase us into this place.
I really don't like your odds.
Alright, we gotta make some weapons here. So we're gonna make a great sword and a bow. Then we'll see how this all hammers out. 160. So here we are, with defending plus 1297 armor. So like 4,000 resistance from a two-hander. That's one of the ways in which this works. The big issue is block cost. Equipping a one-hander and shield actually is better for blocking because you have lower block cost. This is kind of a good like entry-level tank weapon, but not the best. A great sword of Torug's Pact. Defending. We can bring it up to epic. And then we have over here a bow of Torug's Pact. Nothing to decon, right? Bow of Torug's Pact, set it to defending. So two-handed weapons count as 2 pieces of armor. So it's basically a defense weapon when we do this kind of stuff. And then, of course, this will put us over 33 grand, and we'll be like, you know, what can we change back and stuff along those lines. I probably shouldn't have deconned all that armor that was for divines, because the alternative to this is to go around and make some more of that other stuff. All right, this, bring it up to epic. We do have enough stuff to make it a legendary. But considering I'm looking at deconning some really awesome weapons as is, we're going to leave that as is. Okay. Wood.
In a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
That looks like the ticket. It's just too bad that you can't just go straight there from one of these way shrines. You always have to do the other stuff here. All right, let's see here. Rekuta Dini Itade. So you can help him keep his stamina up with that stuff.
Itade. Deni. Rekuta.
I don't know. I think it might have... I mean, what? We're only increasing like 16% on the Mundus boon because most of everything has to be defensive. I don't know. I don't know if I'm really gaining anything from not just making different armor. All right, let's put it in the thing. Let's go see what see how it goes. Jeez. Everything's so dry. I don't know what's worse, you know, winter where everything's dry or summer where everything's humid all the time. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Take that there. All right, switch out. Streamlabs, Stream Beats, wide open. I'm probably going to regret this. Sounds like something. Nah. Whitetail wide open. This is YouTube after all. All right. What do these weapons do to my numbers? 33-7. Now we're too high. Greatsword of Torug's Pact. And then Bow of Torug's Pact. So 33-7, 23 now. Okay, so now we're too high. All right. You know what? Let's try the reinforced Hunding's Rage. We pretty much lost most of the... Yeah. We've lost most of the boon of the Mundus thing we were going to get anyways. Like 16%. No. It's only like 15% too. Let's try a set of Hunding's Rage gear that's reinforced. We don't have to touch the jewelry or anything. There, it says what? Bankarai? So, you know what? 7,700 gold. It's not the end of the world if I pay 100 gold to fast travel somewhere. What am I doing? Hunding's Rage. 570 something. Whoa. Okay, we're running. It's kind of like Guild Wars 2. You know, Guild Wars 2 tries to discourage you from fast traveling with the fast travel costs, but people do it anyways. They're like, yeah, I don't have your money. This game's designed to just take all my gold, make me buy gems. Let's go. Like the second time I've run past that character. Alright, Bankarai. Let's go to Southern Bankarai here. Alright, Hunting's Rage is right there.
Just tired of walking anyway.
What? No. I was like, suddenly there's no way in. No. It's around the corner. That's not it either.
Why for money? Move to flank!
Not bad for tank damage. 15,000 DPS is a tank. Moose did 20,000 earlier. All right. Time to bite the bullet. Forge. Rubedite. Reinforced. The Divine's bonus is going away. And we'll use DPS weapons for 1,000 stam. I think this might actually work out a little better anyways. Or we can create a set of that Ascended stuff and be an unkillable super tank in PvP. Like, you're going with like 40-something thousand armor, so that even if you get the minus 5,000 debuff, you still... Even if you get the minus 5,000 debuff, you still are above the armor cap and take half damage from everything. Put some crit resistance on there and everything. Alright, Hunting's Rage. Let's make our Hunting's Rage stuff here. Still not as bad as that time I made a bunch of Champion 150 gear instead of Champion 160. For those of you who don't know, Champion 150 gear is only used for dailies or other stuff like that. It's not really... doesn't use any materials either. It's not serious gear. Champion 160 is. Almost lemminged. Alright, let's see here. That was completely unnecessary. If I'm going back to the castle, we just do this. Long night. Another one, anyways. Maybe I'm thinking of the Streamlabs crap too much. I don't know. Probably gonna cut it early and go watch some videos of that stuff. See what people are yammering about. All these clout chasers. Like I said, if you're upset about Streamlabs, you're jumping on the bandwagon. You should have been annoyed by them a long time ago. It makes me wonder why does Logitech want to have someone like something, folks who do stuff like that in their subsidiaries. I just as soon buy all Corsair gear now. Logitech G, I was kind of taking it seriously, but heck, I'm using a Microsoft mouse. Maybe my next keyboard will be a Corsair. Alright. 2 more armor enchants. Rekuta, Dini, Rapora. Technically means I'm talking backwards.
Rapora Deni Rekuta.
Okay, let's see how this goes. All right, we now have a little of everything. Since we don't really have much for a buff anyways. Take that and take that. So now it's all reinforced. Now we have way too much. So now can we ditch the weapons and still stay above cap? So we'll do Night Silence, Defending. Make sure you're equipping that one. We need to balance it around the weapons. 32-6. We need the tank weapons, and we should swap out the pieces of the gear. Well, we can put that back into decon then. So we have Torag's packed weapons, 34,000, so we have about 1,000 resistance to lose. The problem is, I think we can only swap out one piece of gear anyways. What a waste. Yeah, 32-6. 32-6, so we need the tank weapons. But isn't this... I think that's what Goodmain has anyways. What we could do, though, is... we do have to remember... you know what? As wild as it sounds, I think I'm going to go with the 32-6. Because when we start upgrading... We're about 100 away. What happens when this all becomes legendaries? We'll do 32-6. Because I think there's gonna be... We can keep the other stuff around, of course. Throw those tank weapons in the bank for now. Let's use the... Yeah. Let's use the DPS... Let's use the DPS weapons. Throw those in the bank. I want to see... I actually want to see if... Throw all the extra gear in the bank.
Speak with me a moment.
Make sure we lock it, too. So, let's lock the weapons and lock the weapons, lock the armor, so we can't decon it. Throw this in the bank. I want to see what happens when we get enough materials to upgrade to legendary. Part of that could involve spending a crap ton of money and refining stuff until we get enough legendaries.
Greetings.
Get enough to upgrade everything to legendary. Or just take Goodmain's gear and swap it over. Why does the answer always have to be Goodmain? Equip Goodmain's stuff. I put that in there. Hunting's Rage Divines, probably useless at this point. Could probably decon that. Because, I mean, what's the point of having 2 pieces of plus Divines?
How can I help you?
What exactly is the point of having 2 pieces of plus Divines? Let's just decon those. Do everything via reinforced gear. So, let's see. What does he have for food? 104 Crown Fort meals. He doesn't need those anymore. Those can be used for leveling. Yeah, so it's like 1,000 health difference while he's gimped on stamina. Let's go respec him to have a mixture of health. Because we know we can get Goodmane to 35,000 of his major resources. So now, despite... What do Nords get for stamina? Stalwart. 1,500 stamina. So, Bretons get 2,000 Magicka. Nords get 1,500 stamina. I think a lot of the difference is not getting plus Divines. Not getting the boost from the Divines. So only 2,000... So only 2,000. If we had a full set of Divines, we get like 3,000. But I don't even think Goodmane has that. Yeah, he just uses armor weapons for everything. Alright, well, it's 32-6. Let's go. We don't have any skills set up. We can't go anywhere. Alright, so what's next for this guy, then? We didn't buy any skills. That's the issue. So we have Hunting's Rage, plus 200 weapon and spell damage. We have to respec him. Let's not take him anywhere outside of a town. Let's go to Pilgrim's Rest and let's get respec'd. Wait a minute. Attribute respec scroll. Just use that. Knew we had that around here somewhere. Do 32-32, similar to Goodmane, except put it in stamina instead. The other difference, too, is he can put stuff in his other resource. 32 thou and 33 thou. So Goodmane still has better statistics. Goodmane still has better stats than he does. So how does it even work? He has 32-33, while Goodmane has 35-35. I think it's because... Yeah. I think what we should look to do is get rid of that stuff, replace it with Hulking Draugr. Hulking Draugr jewelry and 2 pieces like this. Get a set of Hulking Draugr stuff, because that's what jacked his stats really high. So, alright, now we have to go... Alright, let's do this. We'll do all plus health with him, and then we'll work on increasing his stamina. You know, he's into the 30s as far as health and stamina go, so it should be a plus health build. He should have more health. And then, let's go work on getting some Hulking Draugr, which is Dire Frost Keep. Go get some Hulking Draugr gear. Let's save the build as is. Because the fact that it's medium armor doesn't matter as much.
We win our battles before they start.
See, Survivalist, save. We need to get Hulking Draugr gear then. What do we have for Hulking Draugr gear in the bank? I don't think we have any jewelry. Draugr. So yeah, we do have a brace. We have an extra set reinforced. Let's get that. Do we have any yeah, we have reinforced bracers too. So what we need is we have a necklace. We need some more. We just got to get some more. Ooh. Hey, let's put that, even though it's incomplete, let's put that into the build. Let's put that into the build and send Goodmane into Dire Frost Keep to get more Hulking Draugr stuff. Well, actually, do we have the rings? Can we just make it instead? Because all we need is rings. Hold on a second. Set items. Dungeons. Dire Frost Keep. We have never gotten a Hulking Draugr ring. Well, nah. I need a bunch more hulking drugger gear, and there's only one way to do it. Let's go tank Dire Frost Keep. Send Goodmane into tank Dire Frost Keep. Or heal it, or whatever. Now, let's make it so that if there's a tank, we just change over. We could send Moose there, too. Or better yet, I mean, it's a regular dungeon. It doesn't... Hold on a second. All right, let's go. Let's give him some skills. We're going to have him tank with these skills right here. We got to give him a set of skills. First, we shall give him the Mushroom Heal, of course. He's not going to use any Winter's Embrace. All right. So number 1 for him, he has the Wild Guardian. He's gonna make very heavy use of these abilities to do more damage. So he does need the Undaunted Taunt, and that needs to be one of his abilities. So we are going to level that. We'll make it like the number 4 or something, or number 5. So he does need that. And anything that fits the theme for him. So the more of these skills, the better. Let's do number 4. Let's do like plus stamina from Betty, like Bull Netch or something. First off, Green Balance. Take that. Fungal Grotto. Soothing Spores for stamina heals. His number 2 ability with his axe is going to be Cutting Dive. Then he'll make better use of Scorch. Subterranean Assault. And what's his number 5 skill going to be? Well, the more of these skills, the better here. So, Lotus Flower. Which one of these gives you Nature's Grasp? Its ability scales their highest offensive stats, but it's Magicka, that's the thing. We could have him cast Lotus Flower. Or give him a 2-handed skill, who knows? We actually do have to take some stuff here. Do some more damage there. He needs to level that up a little. Follow up, 2-handed abilities, Dual wield, heavy armor. He already has faster mount. You set him up with some skill points for that. So when he's tanking, he's using these abilities. So let's do like Bull Netch or something to regain resources. Tank with Bull Netch and a bear. So yeah, let's see here. Increase your magic stamina recovery, Like 8% more damage because he has all these skills. And then when he has his bow, with tanking it's not as important, so he could theoretically just mirror front and back bar. Though the bow attacks are not as important. But it'd be nice to do like Fighter's Guild or something. Circle of Protection, which increases stamina recovery. Expert Hunter. Invoke your expertise in anatomy to detect stealth and invisible. There's a PvP side of that as well. And there's the Undaunted. Trapping Webs. I don't know. I don't know if we should really do much with the bow and respect the tank this way. Because, I mean, poison arrows, maybe, but we'll just start with something basic and we'll just mirror them together. So we'll just start with mirrors, then taunt, then just do Bull Netch there. And then the taunt will come from Undaunted. The only thing he does with Magicka. Keep it basic, so now he can fight stuff. That defensive axe is what I'm most interested. See, the big thing is that
People say variety.
no, don't save over Ranger. Survivalist. There we go. Now let's go respec for all health and get to work on that hulking Draugr. So to tank Dire Frost Keep, who knows? Because that's really the difference here, is having a set that jacks your primary stat really high. With Goodmane, it was Crafty Alfiq. So with this guy, it could be Hulking Draugr. Have that as the secondary set or something. Or just, we can't equip it as the primary set because we need to be equipped with heavy armor in order to get the resistance up to 33,000. So it'd be better just to have 2 pieces of medium. Get like 2 pieces of medium going here. Oops. No. Those things do it twice? I didn't know that. 16 grand. I can't... Subterranean assault hits twice? I didn't know that. So whichever way... Look, bugs! And another one? There's 2 of them when you do it with stamina. What's this, Oh, it's Ease Jammy Jams, that's why. Alright, let's go to Leoin and respec for plus health. The thing is, he doesn't have any abilities that scale with plus health with this sort of setup.
You there. The Ivory Brigade has need of you.
So that's really what we need. So yeah, in order to get some more of those resources, we need more Hulking Draugr. It's like, that's the answer to all of my problems is Hulking Draugr gear. So let's go respec and then save the build. Then we'll tank Dire Frost Keep. Not enough money. Don't have that set up either. Alright, let's do this. Let's try Resto Potion. Allies. This guy. Nuzima. Tythus. Bastion. And Miri. Reverse the 2. Then, let's see. Food items. Slottable items. We don't need the crown meal for anybody who's leveling. So, let's grab the skulls and the other food. The crown... Oh, no. The crown food is largely for people that are leveling.
How can I help you?
So, we'll put the crown meals back. Put the crown meals back here. And let's take out... Where's the skulls? Consumables. Get some skulls and get some pastries. Haven't been able to use these up. Once I get rid of the pastries, then I'll just do skulls all the time. Sugar skulls and pastries. There we go. So with the pastry, 35 and 32.
Speak with me a moment.
$10,000 gold. So that's really what I'm looking for here, is what happens when we get up to Kinnereth. There we go. Put everything in health and work on Hulking Draugr for plus stamina. $36,900. Just shy of 37,000 health. So higher health than the Breton. Which should be, you know, the case with the Nord. All right.
Monsters? Villains? What's the trouble?
All right, so with this setup in mind,
Remember to move those feet.
save Survivalist. We'll do some more work on that later. For now, let's spec Ranger and go heal Dire Frost Keep. Might end up in a 4 DPS group, but let's do this. Set to heals. Could do random normal. Specific dungeons. Dire Frost Keep. We've never gotten a ring. We've never gotten a ring from Dire Frost Keep. So let's go in. Maybe we'll get all DPS like this. We can go in and tank it as well. I mean, we're not totally inept at tanking until we get hulking Drugger gear. We're basically around the cap, working on getting it all up to legendary to finish the climb. Plus, it's a non-DLC dungeon.
Know the difference between a tank?
You know what? This is all about the survivalists. Let's go to Dire Frost and just take everything out. Switch queues. Watch, the queue will pop now. Alright, let's do Tank Dire Frost Keep. Bingo! Let's take this guy for a spin. He does have a tank. Plus, we want to level up his taunt ability so we can get it off of Magicka. Probably should have gone with Shackle Breaker for the secondary stuff. 36-9. Have we ever done the quest? I don't know. Someone will get the quest.
Dire Frost of Falkreath. In the record of Windhelm, I discovered that I am the last living heir
Oh, look at
of
this.
Dire Frost Keep,
Instant DPS.
a castle that my family funded through generations of witch hunting.
Oh yeah, non-DLC dungeon. Who needs anything? I'll just grab the bosses when I get them. Yeah, we have hulking Draugr boots. We need all the hulking Draugr gear that we can get. See. We need all the hulking Draugr gear we can get because so many of my characters' stam builds are dependent on this. Oh, we're actually fighting the trash? Yeah, I'll just use the bug attack to wipe them all out. Nobody takes it seriously. Hey, what? No, hold on. Where is everybody? What's this inter? Oh yeah, someone found a chest. That's why everything stopped. Well, we'll just take out all the trash while everyone takes stuff from the chest. Mostly here for hulking Draugr gear. The only reason I farm these things. That's quite alright. My guy can heal too if you pull everything. Whoop, there we go. There's the next boss. Spin him away. Ice Furnace. It's another one. I'm looking for hulking Draugr, though. Alright. DPS, just Zerg anywhere, and I'll just take all the... Nobody should have to worry about anything, though. I'll take him out with my scary bugs of doom. We just grind hulking Draugr until a ring drops. Come on, smart RNG. $72,000 DPS. This underground bug attack is really awesome. Oh, that's not a boss. Just line them up so the bugs can kill them. All right, Everyone knows the mechanics, right? You stand on the plates.
I've traveled here for naught. The gate to the crypt is locked.
That's why this dungeon can't be soloed, by the way.
Pressure plates here.
All right, give me the boss.
Companion. Like the cloud. Regrettable, but I'll return. Yet to explore the summit.
Gloves of the Magicka Furnace. All right, so we got the light armor thing here. Yeah, take the trolls. Gives everybody time to catch up. We can just keep zerging. Oh, Necromancer. Come get me, troll. When he catches up, we'll take him out. Wanderer of Woe, scary dragon. It makes me wonder when I'm going to run into an ESO character called Evildoer. Does he have the next boss? We'll just get everything. We'll get all the stamina back with.
You should not have lit the flame.
Just do this.
The mischiefs will delight in a new slave.
I am free. At last. But the throne of ice stares
again.
They did the quest. Okay. The spammable attack doesn't really help much when you can just use the bugs to hit harder. Hulking Draugr belt. Still no Hulking Draugr ring. Probably have to go like the last boss of the dungeon to get a piece of jewelry. Well, let's continue. We do have an attack we can do. You know what we should do? We should take Cleave from the two-hander tree for the damage shield. That would be more useful. All right, give me the big snowman. After this run, we'll take Cleave from the two-hander tree and start leveling that up. Hulking Draugr's Arm Cops. Still not what we're looking for, though. Maybe it's only the final boss that drops rings. What if you can reset the dungeons in these places? Watch out for the big green bugs. Yeah, so I think, you know, from a defense perspective, it'd be better to just use Cleave than take two-handed skills. Wow, we're stuck in combat. Now we can't go up the ladder. Do we have to go back and kill all the trash? Hey, I'm waiting for the elevator. Well, we're out now. To the summit. Three. If he pulls, I pull. There's the fourth.
Your frozen souls will haunt this place forever.
A bow of a magica furnace. Woo!
Frosty as the edge of Skyrim up here.
Okay. Let's go tweak the build a little then. I'm really proud of you all. That wins the award of sounding like an NPC. All right, let's do this here. All right, what do we have? Housing? No. So, how many points? We have 52 points, so two-handed. Cleave. Make that the number 2 attack when we're melee, and do... start taking some of these points so we can level two-handed that way. That's a really basic damage shield thing. It's also an AE. It's an AE attack that puts on damage shield. Then with the bow, we can use the Cliff Racer attack. Alright, so what do we get from all that? Well, we're in Leowin, so you might as well do some of this. I think the thing, too, is that we actually need the hulking Draugr. We actually need the... No. Hold on a second. We actually need the hulking Draugr bonuses more than we need the hulking Draugr. We had something for that earlier. At Belt and Bracers. We need the hulking Draugr bonuses more than we need the hulking the other bonuses. So let's actually start swapping this in. Hulking Draugr necklace. So now we have 30,000 stamina. Wait, why do we have less? Wait, why do we have less of that? Hunding's Rage. Swap it back. Now we're at 31 grand. Now it makes sense to have the weapons. Hunding's Rage, Hunding's Rage. That was 29,000. No, that was 29,000 stamina. And we put on, like, the necklace of Hunding's Rage. Wait, we didn't need to make 2 of those either. 29... Where is the guy? Equip Survivalist.
Take it from an old tusker. There's nothing.
Resource pools were up to... $40,000 and $30,000. That must be a buff. Minor toughness, yeah. So now we're at 3629. So that actually was a bonus when we equipped the hulking Draugr. So let's do hulking Draugr. Let's do hulking Draugr. These two. Start putting in hulking Draugr stuff until we get it all. So now we're at 35 and 30. The big one is when we get the other hulking. So we have hulking Draugr reinforced for both those. Now we're at 31.3. See how close we get when we bring everything up to there. Just put a... We just got to... Yeah, we got to get a weapon enchant plus weapon damage enchant on that instead of stamina recovery. Let's do that. Just have, make some hulking Draugr type stuff. No. Now let's go back and farm hulking Draugr until we get that stuff. We need a Tadiri enchant. Alright, what is this? Stream Beats. Let's load up Stream Beats Synthwave. Rekuta Tadiri Rapora.
Rapora, Tadiri, Rekuta.
Put that in the bank.
How can I help you?
So it makes more sense to swap in the hulking Draugr as we get it. Plus, we're running regular dungeons anyway, so being close to the cap and not at the cap is not the most important thing in the world. We're still talking about a lot of damage reduction until we can get this guy where he needs to be. So we'll just put that in for plus weapon damage. Then we'll just put the cleave skill on there, which now I have to retake it again. Put the cleave skill in and save the build, and let's see how this all works. First, get the banker out to get the other stuff.
Hello there.
Okay, so we can actually get rid of one set of, we can get rid of one set of the Hunding's Rage stuff. So the one that's in under, yeah, that's for Ranger. Keep the Ranger ones. Get rid of the one that was for Survivalists, and we'll get rid of it later. Let's see. Weapon, 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 robust, weapon, enchant. Confirm. So we just gotta get rid of the Hunding's Rage with a set of rings. Okay, so we're close to it. Save this also with the melee. Two-handed cleave. Start leveling cleave. We'll do things that way. So now nothing's going to hit me.
Headed for some rugged terrain? Remember.
I'm actually curious, too, whether anybody's been trying some kind of thing where they just try and reduce all the damage by flat percents instead of getting crit. But the thing is, or instead of getting capped, but capped alone cuts your damage in half, and then you take less. Then you get the percents which, like, take less damage from all kinds of attacks. You take those stars in your constellations. You take those stars in your constellations, and then... Let's see here. So what? You get down to, like, what? Taking, like, a third damage from all attacks? Like, super tough that way. Let's see here. Just get the crafting dailies over with. We got to sell a bunch of stuff, decon a bunch of stuff. Local stuff, actually. Then we'll do another Dire Frost Keep run. What inventory is full? Ugh.
You're familiar with the War of the Sea.
Well, yeah, look at all these vendor items. Sell 15 items. All that homespun stuff can be destroyed, too. What was all this other hulking Draugr? Well, we need a lot of hulking Draugr stuff anyway, so you might as well throw that in the bank and figure it out later. Ice Furnace, that's like Frostfire type stuff. And then the Magicka Furnace gives you a bunch of magic when you take damage under 50%. So if you get hit with an AE, you get some magic back. Interesting. Alright, where are we at? I think you got to enchanting. Just get the... Basically, the way I want to do writs is if I'm near a writ place, do the writs. Don't make them the central focus of... Don't make them the central focus of the stream. All right, let's deal with this stuff and head back out.
For a place called Blackwood.
So much stuff to decon. All right, banker. Daily endeavor completed. Complete a quest.
Right on.
Survivalist.
Greetings.
So since we need so much hulking Draugr stuff, we'll just put all this in the bank and do some work on it later. Now we just got to decon some space. Magicka Furnace, Night's Silence, Lock. So the Hunding's Rage stuff is not, it's starter gear, but we didn't really need to make any of it. Deconstructor. That's the Ranger gear. Lock, lock, lock. That's not too good either. All right, queue up Direfrost Keep. What is it gonna take to get a hulking Draugr ring? Direfrost Keep tank. Wake up DPS. So here's the fun part. Once we finally unlock a DPS, once we finally unlock a hulking Draugr ring, we can recreate that. We just got to get it. So we'll just keep working on this set.
I am Eberic Direfrost of Falkreath. In the record vaults of Windhelm, I discovered that I am the last living heir of Direfrost Keep. The vast castle that my family plundered through generations of
Okay,
witch
where is
hunting.
everybody? Where's the DPS? We should have taken these out by now. Not good fighting bears when, I'm up against bears. If we get a Zerg that runs past the trash, we'll do that. But, otherwise we'll just chain pull everything. There we go. Warm everybody up for the boss fight. Can you please slow down? You told the tank to slow down? No. Not very good with hits though, but those bugs hit really hard. Magicka Furnace Sash. I swear, by the time I get this ring, I'll be able to do Direfrost Keep in my sleep. Whatever. Seed. Round the corner.
Horrifying sight. Residents of Direfrost Keep appear to have been...
Oh wait, I have a cleave ability.
Now they're frozen in time, trapped in this icy tomb for all eternity.
See, if you want a full clear for experience, we can do that. But why do they actually want to fight the trash instead of run by it? Draugrs here. Wait, what? No, we run up the stairs. We just fought all that in the corner. What if we just run by everything? Totally troll everything by coming in as the healer. There we go. Let's get that boss. Axe versus axe. There we go. Back to 30. Ice furnace. All right, these folks doing the quest.
Frost flame I read about in Windhelm. Legend has it I can contact my ancestors if I light it. I'd like to know what happened here.
Surprise! Cleave to rank 2. Well, that's one use for beating up the trash. I don't know why we're even fighting the trash, though.
So there are Draugr in this keep as well. Keeps getting better and better.
I guess these folks really want the XP.
You're not a real tank because you have a two-hander.
Wonder when I'll get that. We could always get a sword and board setup working for this guy. Wouldn't be that hard. Probably keep the same taunt as well. Well. Where's the other thing you gotta stand on? There we go. Grab the boss.
Travel here for naught. The gate to the crypt is locked. Probably opened by the pair of pressure plates here. Me with no companion. Can't light the flame. Regrettably. Yet to explore the summit.
Dreadlord's Mark, Hulking Draugr Ring. Equip. And we'll recreate the other one in the Clockwork City. Finally! Already to like 31,000. The last one of these that we equip is... will finish, increasing the huge increase in stamina. So this guy will have 38,000 health and 30... Is that sorcerer summoning Daedroths? Archer. Okay, let's follow the Zerg DPS. Yeah, show me the way. I'll just take all the big guys that come along. We're all DPS here somewhat. Like 29,000 DPS with this bug attack. I never thought I'd like a bug attack in an RPG so much. Yeah, that's right. Don't turn down my own volume to the point where I can't hear anything. All right, Guardian of the Flame. Is anybody doing the quest? Because otherwise we got to run up to the top. These people are like, what? Yeah, well, if you're not doing the quest, you run up to the top. Are we lost? if you're doing the quest, you do the thing at the... There's somebody who's down at the bottom for some reason. I don't know. I guess these folks aren't doing the quest.
There we go.
Hey, you're a healer. Yeah, but I still got 30,000 stam. That is not insignificant when it comes to heals. Gotta get used to where all my 4s and 5 buttons are. Why are we taking out the trash? I'll just beat up some trash to get some stamina back then. Come on, we got a big ice thing out here. We could always just use the bow and arrow. That it? Hulking Draugr's jacked. All right. It's just a little different using this heal. All right, also got pure trouble. Glynis, oops. Let the bugs take him out. Like 25,000 DPS, not bad. Although some DPS folks can do like 100,000 damage. All right, now we just wait for combat to break and then go up to the top. There we go. Just wait for it to be like an elevator and stuff. Once everybody's up here, basically when combat breaks, so they figure it out. 2. One more. 3. Let's pull.
Your frozen souls will haunt this place forever.
What? Did he taunt off of me? Is that it? Ah, normal difficulty. Not as much DPS as before. Oh, an ice furnace bow. What matters the most, though, is we got a hulking Draugr ring, which means now we can recreate the hulking Draugr ring elsewhere. So let's go back to the Thunderbear Lodge and just hang out for a bit. I really got to start decorating the Thunderbear Lodge. Maybe retrieve all the tables and stuff from it. Put some bear trophies on there or something like that. Because you see from the preview what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to be for all this antiquities. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here and just hang out in my rather empty cabin. While Goodman goes off to the Clockwork City. We should be able to recreate the ring now. Alternatively, we can always do the dailies. This is the part we have to do the daily dungeons. We did get 30 more of those things, so we should be able to make something. Then we'll just make it robust and all that other stuff. All right, off to the Clockwork City. This guy said it's a tank too. Should do that. Go into a dungeon. Go into a dungeon as the healer. Go to a dungeon as the healer and then just pull everything if the tank isn't a real tank. Likewise, be able to keep the dungeon going if we have another magically disappearing tank like last time. I don't know. Give up some damage in order to be able to tank really well. I mean, that's the thing. I don't know if going pure tank in this game is always the only way to do it. By giving... Yeah. See this?
You know, I like to think I'm agreeable.
All right, well, let's switch this back here. Dawn's Wrath, Reflective Light. Gotta have a way of doing... We got a sword, like a glowing sword kind of got stuck there, a little glitch. Love the huge sword. It's the Meridia sword attack of the Fighters Guild. It's pretty awesome. Let's see here. Clockwork City. We're gonna head on off to this. See if we have enough of those shards. Otherwise, we're going to start doing random dailies until we can do that. And we're going to troll them by going in as a healer when in reality we're a tank. Hey, you know, if people can do if people are going to do like the fake tank thing, then we can just troll them right back. Transmute station. We want to recreate. We have what for these things? Dungeons. Dire Frost Keep. We want a hulking drugger ring. So we're going to set it to robust. 46 transmute crystals. Where does it say whether I have enough or not? I guess it would turn red if it didn't. Robust. Can we bring it up to zircon? 46 and 3 zircon platings. We can actually make it an epic right off of the bat. So in order to upgrade it, we'd have to give up 3 of those platings. For now, though, I think I'm going to keep him wearing blues. Probably some blue I can upgrade to a purple somewhere else along the line. But yeah, hulking drogger, robust, reconstruction. That's what it is. I don't know why he keeps saying reconstitute. But yeah, hulking drogger for an additional 2,400 stamina, as well as that. Can we change the enchant so it doesn't? No, we'll just make a weapon and we'll just make a weapon damage thing to go with it. What is this other one? Swift. That's plus movement speed. Triune is extremely rare. That's tri-spec. 400 of each versus 800 of one stat. So, infused. We'll boost the enchantment by 42%. Protective. That's for the tank stuff. But we actually want to do stats for this guy. Because that's the whole point of all this, is to crank his stats despite being a tank. So, transmute crystals. 46 transmute crystals. We know we have those. Hulking Drugger ring number 2. With robust. We have it. Just, where is there a way to see how many of those things you have on here? Not really seeing it in the UI. I know it turns red if you don't have it. Currency. We have 21 of those things. The fun part is we can basically make whatever we want if we all run daily dungeon quests every day. All right. No. This is a craft house. Let's go to the enchanting station and make another Tadiri enchantment. Then this guy will be capped out with hulking Draugr jewelry. as well as a reinforced purple hulking drugger. Hulking drugger jewelry versus a reinforced purple hulking drugger setup here. Rekuta Tadiri Repora.
Ropora Tadeli Rekuta.
Before you even start,
That's the enchanter guy. That's why he talks different. See, people have been stealing from their
how can I help
desk.
you?
All right, ready to this? Enchant. And where's the ring? Hulking Drugger ring. Put that in there for the guy. We go fish it out. Moose Thunderbear Survivalist. We can get rid of all the. Well, we certainly wasted a lot of stuff, didn't we, on that earlier? Probably do daily random. We can troll it and go in as a tank under healer. Moose Thunderbear. Take him somewhere where he can actually, we can just exit that and go into Western Skyrim. I really gotta figure out how I'm gonna decorate his house. Western Skyrim out by Solitude.
May I be of service?
There's our hulking drugger. That's it. So he's got 35 and 34.
Ready to try something new?
He'll probably... So that's interesting that despite being a Nord, his tank build and Goodmane's tank build came out to roughly the same amount of resources. 35 and 34 versus 35 and 35. Some minor differences between the two, but it just goes to show, you know, ESO is turning into a game where you really do play what you want. So, but even still heal for like 8 grand and stuff. He doesn't have any AE heals. That's the important part, though. Yeah. So what about the vigor heal from Assault? We probably should set that up if we can use it. Now, since it's such a pain in the neck, what if we just dropped this? Well, the Betty Netch increases... Well, the Netch increases weapon and spell damage the whole time it's up. I don't know, though. Why don't we just do this and then see how well it works? What's fighting us?
Take it from an old tusker.
Still the stamina healer, but a lot tougher. You know, since I'm having Since I'm having so much fun with that attack, let's just swap them around. Since I'm having so much fun with that animal attack, and just save cleave for applying damage shields, except when we're using the bow and everything, because then we're at range there. Let's see. So when we're at range, it's if we're using the bow, we're probably at range, so we probably shouldn't have subterranean assault setup anyways. So what else can we have? Like Swarm? I think Swarm is always a magic attack, though. Not like that or anything, but... Let's see. Probably should do something else with that. Let's see here. Lotus flower. Set that as the number 3. So we can just switch to the back bar, activate Lotus flower. That'd be funny. Yeah, plus, I mean, 31,000 versus 31,200. Why is that a little bit tougher? Because it's night silence, that's why. So you see, we get like 100 per... We get like 100 of those. Get 100 resistance per upgrade. Really makes me wonder how close we'll come to 33,000 when we upgrade everything to legendary. Alright then, let's troll the daily dungeon thing. Say we're a healer, but actually be a tank. Let's see. Put that in. Daily random normal. Let's try it out. Dungeon finder, random normal. Say we're a healer. And actually be a tank if nobody is a tank. This will be the inaugural run for this guy as a survivalist. Look, he has 33,000 health. Can get up 38,000 health when he heals something. Arx Corinium. This is a regular dungeon, I think. We're in good shape. Matter of fact, I should probably switch off. See if the tank is actually a tank. And see if we can swap it in. Spits super hot fire. Must be a Dragon Knight. 0, 0, 0, 0. How come he says he... Why is this bugging out and saying he has no health? MDPS. 36,000. All right. Well, it looks like we already pulled everything. That's right, we're healing here. Let's do back bar. You know what? We'll just heal by using the bow. And Lotus flower. Troll, troll, troll. A healer with a bear to do some damage. Actually, since it is a real tank.
Headed for some rugged.
Save. You are unable to save. Yeah, we actually got to stop pulling stuff in order for that to work.
Some folks say killing the bear.
Save survival. We can't do it while we're in combat. All right, this is going to be a Zerg fest. Just go. See, I mean, if you're already a tank, it doesn't matter if you keep up with the tank.
Sisters to ours.
Yeah, go ahead, beat me up. I won't take any more damage than the tank either. Unless the tank actually has the stars that give minus damage. There's the tank. Actually, we don't have a taunt. Oh, we do have a taunt. It's the number 5 skill. Lamaya Sash. Alright. He's zerging everything so fast, we're not going to have any time to keep up.
Trespassers.
Whoops, that's the taunt. Hey, why are you taunting off of me? Because I'm a tank. I guess we'll full clear this and get plenty of points in Cleave. You know what? Let's do bow attacks to regen stamina. We should probably put Lotus. We should probably put Lotus Flower on the melee side of everything as well. That way we just have like a non-selfish bonus to that too, because I never make big use of damage shield abilities. Stunned! Plus, using Lotus Flower adds weapon crit. We'll see if we can equip that after the fight. To rank 2. Unfortunately, none of it matters because green balance, green Lotus. There we go. I just want to use, we'll use the Lotus. We'll use the Lotus Blossom effect and gain some mitigation. I don't know. Hey, get the Gasharog dude out. They're actually talking to, no, they're not. They're zerging. Hey, look, the DPS brought a heal, too. Like 1,500 heals per swing. Plus, you get crit, so you get an offensive bonus, too. Yeah, we'll just heal people by swinging an axe into things. Yeah, that's totally lore-friendly. Oops. I keep forgetting that's my taunt. Interrupted. That wasn't the boss anyways.
Watch out!
Troll-a-lol-a-lol. Yeah, just heal people for 1,500 every time we hit something with the axe. That'll do it. Hate to see what happens to you on a higher difficulty level, but you never know. The thing is, two-handers cleave all by themselves with all the perks, so I think we can change the build to drop cleave after this. Yeah, skip cleave. Wardens are so much fun. See, that's fun, is when the heal crits, when you do that, it's the same as using a regular heal spell. Or you just pepper it around and spread the love. $38,000. Sick 'em. Do some damage and heal at the same time. Nah, let's do the bug attack. Position so it hits everything. Guess it doesn't. Oh yeah, everything I do heals. Why is this guy taking so long to kill that thing? Oh, it's a big ad.
From my soul.
Like one of the DPS is tied up on this ad. That doesn't matter. I mean, I can just heal people by using bow attacks this way. Heavy armor to 37. You mean that wasn't the end of the quest? Or the end of the dungeon? No, we actually got to go back and talk to the sirens again. Who's pulling, me or you?
I want their flesh. You're no match for us. Leave this place. You are an intruder here.
The fun part is the bugs pop up whether my guy is stunned or not. Was that supposed to hurt? Inner fire to rank 2. Gauntlets of Medusa. Alright, so, hey, where's the thing for the quest? Sister of Waves below. Are we actually going to go down there? Or are we kind of, well, I'm a tank, so I can just tank whatever's left. Heck with that. I'll finish the quest myself. Or we go downstairs as part of the next thing here. Notice how nobody's taking damage. It's because everybody has their own heals in this game. It really, I mean, there was a major patch that made it so that all the classes had some kind of class heal that you could always work into things. What specifically it was depends on what you're playing. Still got like 34,000 stamina to heal people with. Oh yeah, stamina healer. Look at my awesome muscles and feel better about yourself. So as it seems to be the case that, you know, a stamina healer wouldn't work in real life. Because you see the person who's ripped and stuff and be like, well, they're in way better shape than me. There's no way I'm ever going to be that good looking. So you'd actually feel worse. Yay! Are we going to continue the quest? Yep. Oops. Well, I am the tank. I could theoretically pull. Matter of fact, let's get rid of the orc dude. And ready the potions. Those potions we can never use. Use up anyways. Alright, that's the... Oh, that's the tank. Alright.
Be gone!
Hey, if I need to, I'll pull off of them. Oh, 30. Oh, everybody has like 40,000 DPS. Everybody has like 30, 40,000 something health. Maybe we're all tanks. And that's why everything's so slow. Like a party full of tanks. Nothing's gonna take us down, but we might as well make some coffee for this. Hey, someone leveled. Congratulations. Let's all get the quest done here. Inner fire to rank 4. One more boost. One more boost to that skill.
With their queen destroyed, the other
Click, click, click. My inventory is full. All right. Newsuma.
How may I serve?
Buy some more inventory space. All right. That's the bag vendor for that.
harrowing confrontation. And for that,
Arx Corinium is no more. Nice. Let's head back to the castle. You know what? One more upgrade of that skill. Another upgrade of that skill will allow us to morph it into a stamina skill and completely leave Magicka behind. I think we should do another run. Do another run, be of use to, troll them again. That was a pretty good group. Do another run. Troll by, queuing as a healer when I'm actually a tank. Although I bet everybody in that group probably was a tank with like 30 to 40,000 health. It's the folks that are like 20-something thousand health that are putting all their points into DPS. So let's see here. Let's just make some room in the bags. Got all this hulking Draugr that should be in the bank. We'll figure out what to do with it all later, and then decon the rest for crafting inspiration. Let's set this up here. Tithus, the banker. All right, so all the hulking Draugr. You're gonna figure it out later. We still have the stuff from last time. Yeah, we gotta decon all of this. Like 20,000 gold too. So let's put 15 grand back in the bank. 990, almost back to the million mark. Thanks, Vindalia. Let's see here. Yeah, what are we going to do with all that Magicka? The thing is that there's some mana burn type characters, though. I think one of the bosses in the Deadlands is one of them. Yeah, see, Ice Furnace. This is Medusa stuff. Whoa. Crit, 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 and crit 10% critical damage. I will definitely be glad to add that to start working on that set in the collection. The rest we can decon, and get all of those lovely crafting materials. Wait, what's this? Magic recovery, magic. And then a heal based on the ultimate you spend when you use all your ultimates. Oh, look at all this. Deconning all of this dungeon gear, man. Richard Goodmain, da-da-da-da. We can decon that. We only needed one set for the Ranger, for Ranger spec. There's this, and that's it. Alright. So what do we have for abilities here? Melee, we use the bugs to attack. But the thing is, using Green Lotus is pretty hilarious. Just Heal stuff by chopping things with an
The
axe.
difference between a tavern brawler and a proper fighter? Preparation.
All these weird things. Save Survivalist. All right. One more. Oh, we got some points out of this too, which is fun because Moose will now earn points along with everybody else. Let's see. One more run should get to where we can morph the other thing. So let's see. When we're out of points for all of this, what do we want to use them for? We have a new point. What about back here? Hey, let's put it in here. All right. When we're out of points for stuff, all right, let's queue as a healer, even though we're a tank. Troll, troll, troll. Random normal. Like show up with like 35,000. Let's use the sugar skulls. 35, 34,000. Of course, that's basically what I have with Goodmane. So it's interesting that the Nord, I mean, it's the same 31 too. It's the same destination, but Nords take a different path to get there. That's what the difference is. I suppose while we're at it, we should take our hirelings, get all our hirelings too. We can start getting some stuff here. Hireling. Oops. The Blessed Crucible. This is a DLC one, isn't it? This had better. If this isn't a real tank, I'm 42,000. Gasharog, switching back to Ranger.
You're good.
Now, actually, we need the 42,000. All right, we'll see how this goes. The Ice Witch. Let me guess, a Warden? Hey, let me guess. Lots of ice attacks. Another Elsa character.
Over here.
Hey, what do you know?
This way.
He's like 39,000. Healing someone boosts their stuff by 10%. It's funny you throw that. It's funny that that applies to the PvP heal. Oh, I remember this. I'm the Ice Witch. This is a giant arena fight. 46,000. 46,000 health. All right. Don't forget to use Lotus Flower.
You know that.
Only 11,000 DPS, though.
Brought you some new competitors.
This is a giant battle arena. Well, we're pretty tough. It'll be hard to take us down.
I'll be the judge of it.
Watch, I'll probably get hit by a tank buster now that I've said that.
Well, there's your answer. Now, kindly open the gates.
I guess that'll do. Open the gates.
Position. Someone has. Is that the meteor ability from the Mages Guild?
Rather unpleasant.
Oh man, we are set. I don't even have to worry about my bug attack. I'm the Ice Witch. Yeah, totally Elsa. She's up to 52,000 health
This is
now.
where we part, my friends. I will see you inside.
Grunt
Speak
the Clever.
to my giant friend here to gain entrance.
You not allowed in, too crowded.
Yeah, ice everywhere. $52,000 health. See, the fun part with Wardens that do that is all those snow attacks actually benefit from plus health. What? Oh, yeah. We gotta take out some of these other guys. If the tank has 52 grand, I don't see why this is any issue.
I smash you to bits!
Oh, look, a boss. Yeah. The most these bosses are going to be able to do is tickle this Elsa tank. Can't tell, is she a Breton or is she a Nord? She's spec'd for tons of health, though. That's the thing, too, with the ice attacks, too, with these wardens. They benefit...
One over the jump.
They benefit and gain damage from more health. I think Warden's the only ones that do that. How do you think Templars have that?
Wastes.
All
Are
right.
they worthy enough to face the pack? Let the games begin.
I can always taunt something.
Circle around.
Bugs hitting for, like, all that damage. Just trying to level up my taunt skill.
Let's see if they can handle something a little harder, eh?
Yeah, this is all just a giant battle arena.
You're doing very well. It looks as if there's some fight in our challenges after all. Take them down.
Go around!
Congratulations. You've passed the first trial.
Yeah, they bested the finest sloths, drunkards, and fools we had to offer.
Adorable. Shall we give them a pendant?
I say, let's see how these soft skins fare against a real challenge.
To arms.
Ah, werewolves are involved. This must be her scene. Get rid of that stupid orc, too. We're not going to have him, we're not going to be able to change anything. We're just going to be in the arena the whole time. Yeah, I see the tank brought some heals, too. Sword Dancer's Arm Cops.
In the blessed crucible. You're gonna pay for that.
Set it ablaze!
It's funny, you know. Attacks via bugs and stuff, and the bugs heal you. One reason to use him as a tank when you're a warden. Yeah, I tank by having bugs pop out of the ground. Who thinks this stuff up at ZeniMax? Alright, let's keep up with Elsa here. Come on, DPS, quit being so slow. Yeah. Let's see how many we can hit with the bugs.
I need healing!
I just remember the WoW Arena Beast Cleave with all the hunters and stuff.
I'm hurt!
Whoops, someone actually took damage. Throw the stamina heal on them. Alright, well, we do have actually some running around here. I'm getting this dungeon mixed up with something else.
Light it up!
Move! Good. Let's see here. Hey, look, bugs. Gloves of the Noble Duelist. I don't even know what any of these item sets do. I'm just here to see if I can level up my taunt. Pretty much got this guy the way I want for a survivalist. This is the part of the dungeon I remember.
Let the grand melee begin!
Help! They mean to feed me to their beasts!
Get him with the bugs. Stay someone's actually taking damage. How do they manage that? Unless they're a DPS, it's not letting the tank do all the... Wow, people actually taking damage. Let the tank do their job.
To the side!
A bit difficult with all the... Folks, with all the health bars off to the side, too. I mean, that kind of works in WoW, but... Alright. Now for a boss.
I've tamed the most exotic and dangerous beasts from the dark corners of Tamriel to test these challenges! The first monstrosities presented for
Stop
your
healing the boss! That's not the boss.
Ashlands of Morrowind.
That's the host.
Creatures laid waste to an entire village before I captured them. Without further ado, it is my great honor to present.
Please,
magically
save me.
crafted strain
Help.
of shock.
Oh, look, bugs! Let's fight him with more bugs!
Beetles!
Bugs versus bugs!
These challenges are surprisingly fierce. But here's the real reason you've come today. Prepare yourselves, combatants. Pray to your gods and make your peace. You face the stinger.
Get me out of here!
Another good thing with these delayed attacks is that you can just use them while the tank is running up to the boss. Oh, do your worst. I'm about as tough as the tank is.
How did you win? From the volcanic island of Vardenfell, a creature of fury that knows no mercy. Vicious, the cruel,
I'm going to die!
the troll.
I just knew it!
Oh, a troll king. Go get him, bear. Don't stack on the tank. Oh, is that it? I'll heal with the PvP heal. Throw some bugs at it. That's the solution to everything. You can tell who the DPS is because they actually take damage. Sword Dancer's Guards. Well, at least we got another dungeon quest out of here. 54 out of 70. How close are we to getting Inner Fire or whatever it is? Oh, we're close. We're going to get it this run. All right, kill the Lava Queen. Probably in here. Almost out of drinks. Drink responsibly, folks. Let's just aggro the whole room.
Burn it.
I I say it must be fun though, you know, summoning all these bugs. 'Cause everyone they just chill and they show up later. It gives you some ability to do other stuff in between the attacks. Like if someone needs heals, throw a heal. So yeah, I'll heal this guy and then the bugs pop out of the ground and kill the enemy. Yeah, it's like I'm used to playing paladin healers. Never really got into druids in WoW, and now here we are. And now here we are with this.
Split up!
Oh, that's a boss. No, if he's out of the tank, we'll just pull him. We probably have to take out his buddy who's funneling all that fire energy to him. Oops. Shoes the noble duelist. That's where all those dumb cloudy poisons are coming from. Speaking of which, why don't you put some poison on the axe? Some of that poison I can never use up. Well, it's a transmog sword, but close enough. Ah, yeah. This will be rough. This is hard on heroic. Everybody keeps getting hit by the firestorm. That's what they get hit by, and everyone gets like one-shotted. Grab the bow. We gotta get the other guys in order to win. We gotta take out their buddies. Why are we tanking the boss way over here? Yeah, that's right. I'll heal you with mushrooms. Never fear. Mushroom healer is here. That sounds like a euphemism for something else. Take out the ads.
Legend, live on.
Well played. Well
Brimstone cow. All right. This is where we turn in the quest, right? Because the tank's probably going to insta-quit, right?
She's dead. Remarkable.
Champion of the Blessed Crucible, we salute you.
Whoop, whoop. Back to the castle.
Champion of the Blessed Crucible, we salute you.
1047, almost to fitness point, almost to the point where we get another crafting point too. Skill point, let me guess. Inner fire can now be morphed. There it is. So now we're even, other than Lotus, other than the Lotus flower thing, which turns your light and heavy attacks into heals, bow has been maxed out as well. So that's awesome. Speaking of which, did we ever take any of the skills for bow? No, we didn't. So with bow abilities, we don't use bow abilities. With a bow equipped, we have a higher crit chance, though. Ranger with a bow equipped? No, not necessary. And the rest is all tied to bow abilities, so we'll save that for the Ranger build. And two-handed. Forceful gets an upgrade. Balance Blade, we're not using two-handed abilities. Follow-up is something we are using, though. And, oh yeah, people are leaving the group, so anyone left? So long. And inner what's it can be morphed. Inner fire. Inner beast is a stamina ability. None of my characters have ever had that. So now inner beast. Which looks the same as the others, right? Yeah, it looks the same. All right, how do we get the bear to disengage? Just run away? Well, thing's not going to follow anyway, so we just go into the castle. We shouldn't be barred from using the door because of the bear. There it is. What's this? Stamina, damage, and it's a boost to your light and heavy attacks. That's good for tanking every so often. Dual Sword Dancer's guards, crit, stamina, damage, and then a whole bunch of damage to your dual wield abilities for all the rogues and Fury Warrior types out there. So, let's see.
Can I help you?
Sell off a bunch of stuff here. Dungeons, man. I don't even need any of these regular potions either. So we'll sell those off as vendor items. And we'll decon all the rest. So, I mean, we could spend some money on unlearning some of those skills. I think we'll do better with... I think we'll do better just getting more skill points. Good. Save those. So we have Survivalist dialed in.
I know that.
The morphs are now included, as is the poison. So, a ranger who tanks with a pet. The only other way we can improve things, we're not at cap just yet, but the way we can improve all of this... We'll want to say this again after all this, of course. Send that up.
The right arm. Plus 2.
We can improve all that by doing daily dungeons, deconning, all that other fun stuff. And most importantly, we have a stamina character. After years of Magicka characters dominating everything, we finally have a stamina character who can now tank as well as heal and do some pretty serious damage. And I gotta fix this in the OBS setup one of these days. What a load of fun that was. And this is where, since now we have Moose Thunderbear is where he needs to be, this is where we're going to call it with a lot of the streaming that I'm doing here, because, quite frankly, a lot of the purpose of the streaming is to tell a story. And the story is the progression of these characters. But we've gotten to the point where it's time to do some more grindy type stuff behind the scenes. Plus, could work on videos, tech projects, the whole 9 yards, the other things that I do on this channel. This is YouTube, after all. It doesn't have to be 100% about the live streams, but that's something that people are going to have to get used to as Twitch finally gains some viable competition. Just like I need to watch out with the magic marker at work, because it doesn't always come out right. The sun is coming up, and all the day shift people should be getting out and about doing their business any time now, but this fun stuff at night continues to be fun. Till next time, this is MultimediaJay signing off. Thanks for stopping by.